ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Peter Doocy did it again. He humiliated a member of the Biden administration over something very serious, actually, and, well, it was beautiful. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. This week, there was a blockbuster report by the United Nations that showed one of its groups, UNRWA, members of that group may have helped Hamas financially and helped them carry out their evil attacks in October against the people of Israel. Now, the United States has been funding them with hundreds of millions of dollars, and Peter Doocy just absolutely laid out John Kirby. He said, the southern border is a disaster. You're just letting people in over there unvetted. You gave hundreds of millions of dollars to terrorists. They were unvetted. Who does this administration vet? Who does this administration look into and make sure they're okay before we give them our land and our money and our treasure? Who? Well, didn't really like Kirby's answer very much, but he looked rattled. He looked rattled by Doocy, and it was beautiful. I want you guys to check out the video, and then I want you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It does really help us out. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Validates a claim of genocidal intent or action by the Israeli Defense Forces.
Thank you. John, you said this month about the UNRWA, you can't hold them accountable for the depredations of Hamas. How about now?
Certainly it looks as if, Peter, and again, there's an investigation going on, so I'll be careful, but it certainly looks as if there's cause to be concerned about the actions of some of the members of UNRWA, the UN Relief and Works Agency, but that does not, and nor should it, impugn the entire agency and all the body of work that they're doing. They have helped save literally thousands of lives in Gaza. They do important work. Doesn't mean that there aren't some folks in that group that need to be punished for potentially these kinds of behavior, but that doesn't impugn the entire organization.
That's bad, though. If there are 12 people who are accused...
It's bad. It's bad if there's one. It's bad if there's one.
That's bad. And the U.S. is giving them money. How much money?
We have suspended them. We have suspended.
Before the suspension?
I don't have the dollar figures here, Peter. I'll take the question and get back to you, but we have suspended unallocated funds pending the outcome of the investigation.
Who does this White House vet? Because we know that people coming across the southern border are not vetted. Now we know that people that are getting hundreds of millions of dollars of U.S. money are not being vetted. So who do you guys check out?
It's interesting that you're combining the two. The border in this, but let me just give me a second. It's not like we don't have a process at the border, and there is a challenge there, and the president does want to get more border patrol agents, but this idea that just there's no vetting and there's no proper immigration enforcement going on at the border just does not comport with reality. There's a lot of work needs to be done to get better at that, but put that aside, because that has nothing to do, and it has nothing to do with UNRWA and Gaza.
What this administration is doing and how
it is a UN,
resources are being used.
It is a UN agency, and yes, we have contributed to their work, and that work has been meaningful, and it has been important in places like Gaza, but we also are willing to hold them accountable for this particular incident and before the alleged behavior by these particular employees. And as I've said, wait, just give me a second now. As I said, we want this investigation to be complete and thorough and transparent. And if in the investigation it's determined that people need to be held accountable, then obviously we want to see that too.
But up until today, the U.S. policy then has been, we don't negotiate with terrorists, but we will give them hundreds of millions of dollars.
Come on now, that's conflating here. This is not. That's like saying the whole UNRWA is a terrorist organization. You know who is a terrorist organization? Hamas, not UNRWA. Now, if the investigation proves that, in this case, I think it's about a dozen employees were assisting Hamas, and even to the point of maybe even involved in hostage taking, then absolutely they need to be held to account. And we will, although we've already suspended any additional allocations to UNRWA, we'll certainly consider additional, depending on the investigation, whether that requires any additional changes in the way we support UNRWA going forward.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I'd like to ask about the logistics of moving people from kind of place to